Number 1. Facilitate.
It means to make a task or process easier to do or achieve. For example, as an English tutor, I will facilitate your learning journey.
I guess I want to help facilitate that and help give them a voice.
Now, we need to really facilitate things a bit more.
Colonel, I'm sorry, but we cannot facilitate an evacuation for you or your men.
Number 2. Compile.
It means to gather or collect information from different sources into one place. For example, he compiled a list of frequently asked questions for the website.
But it'll take at least a few days to compile and correlate all the data.
You know, why don't you compile a list of dead or missing kids?
Your report.
Yes, it's our custom to compile descriptions of the various places and people we encounter throughout the galaxy.
Number 3. Deprive.
It means to take something away from someone, usually something they need or want. For example, the storm deprived the village of electricity for days.
And since you deprived me of my escort, I demand a horse as well.
You would deprive us of your talents at this time.
I've deprived your ship of power, and when I swing around, I mean to deprive you of your life.
Number 4. Resolve.
It means to find an acceptable solution to a problem or difficulty. For example, they resolved the conflict through a long discussion.
I'm willing to be the one to resolve it.
I failed to resolve the situation.
This paper resolved my suspicion into certainty.
Number 5. Perceive.
It means to understand or become aware of something through your senses. For example, the teacher perceived the student's confusion and helped.
Mr. Fielding, we are all part of a pattern we cannot perceive.
And he totally failed to perceive anything else.
Say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her.
Number 6. Initiate.
It means to start or begin something, especially a process or action. For example, he initiated the discussion by asking a question.
And, do you want me to initiate the memory wipe, Captain?
Initiate.
1. We'd like to ask you a few basic questions before the operating system is initiated.
Number 7. Elusive.
It means something that is difficult to find, catch, or understand. For example, the solution to the problem was elusive. No one could figure it out.
Truth is elusive to those who refuse to see with both eyes.
I don't want to be art. I could be elusive or deceptive or something.
Most people probably go their whole life alone, waiting for that elusive true love.
Number 8. Validate.
It means to confirm that something is accurate, true, or acceptable. For example, she needed to validate her identity before accessing the account.
We scan for heat signatures, but we can't validate if it's a man or a woman up there.
But keep your ink clean so they can't validate you.
So that we don't prematurely release information that's not validated.
Number 9. Attain.
It means to achieve or reach something, especially after working hard for it. For example, he attained his dream job after years of effort.
Try to attain the highest average possible.
He began to have a dim feeling that to attain his place in the world, he must be himself and not another.
It's a blessing to see my darling boy has attained a position I always knew was his due.
Number 10. Persuade.
It means to convince someone to do or believe something through reasons or argument. For example, the little boy persuaded his parents to get him a puppy.
We must persuade Henry to marry Mariah.
It only persuaded the government of the need for his program.
So what do you plan to say to persuade him?